Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and yet another bonus special from lockdown. And lockdown continues, and even someone like me is going to suffer soon enough from not being able to get a haircut, would you believe it? But we are not suffering from a lack of great puzzles. This one, yet again from Logic Masters Germany, it's been recommended to us by several people and was posted there by a compiler called Mesmer. I don't know much about him, but he's been putting up some very interesting puzzles lately, apparently. So, what are the rules of this puzzle? They are that for each row and column, 3 numbers are provided outside the grid, and they have to appear in this order in these rows and columns. That's it. I love a simple rule set. Obviously, normal Sudoku rules apply in the 9x9 grid as usual, and probably worth pointing out that our check function won't work for this because we've set up the puzzle. Simon did this for me so that the numbers outside the grid are kind of part of the grid. The check function will include those, so that's no use on this one. So not to worry. Do try the puzzle before you watch my solve of it. It's on the link below the grid. As I say, the check function won't work. Possibly for once that we won't have to colour much in this one. I've been colouring a lot lately. We'll see. I have no idea if that's true or not. I'm just guessing. So haven't had a look at this at all. Going to be very interesting to see how we go. What I will say, actually, is that I have done puzzles of this sort before. This is called In Order by Mesmer, and I think a lot of people felt it was a completely new puzzle type. Now, I did a puzzle, I think, last summer, in which there's a magazine that produces puzzles with the same rule set, but 5 numbers given in each row and column. And I find those quite difficult. I can't even imagine how it's possible to create a grid of this sort with 3 numbers only. At 4, I could just believe, but 3 seems astonishing to me that this can even be a valid puzzle. Only 1 given in the grid. I mean, I'm going to be intrigued to see how this works. It rather surprises me that it's possible, but you know, I don't think we'd have got to this point if it wasn't. So let's get cracking and have a go. So the 7 does appear in one of the clues, but it's not very useful. It just means 1 or 3 don't go after it. Now in the variant with 5 rows and 5 numbers in each row and column, it's quite easy to make some deductions about common digits and which box they have to go in. Ooh, there are a lot of 4s, aren't there? In these clues, in the down clues, in the column clues. Yeah, okay, so where, and not many in this group. So where does 4 go in the bottom row? It can't go in any of these columns because 4 would have to be the bottom number. So we're left with 2 possible places, here and here, and you should be able to see it can't go here because this clue is 3, 2, 4. You'd have to get both 3 and 2 coming before it. So we can actually place a digit straight away. It's not been the case lately, placing digits. It doesn't give us anything else. That's typical. 2 could go here, or here, or here. Is 3 restricted? Well, 3 can't go here because 3 has to be at the top of that one, or the highest of the 3 numbers is what I mean. But I don't know. I don't think we're very restricted there. Maybe some other perimeters. There aren't so many 4s here, but there's quite a lot of 2s and 3s. I don't know. How about 2s at the top? Yes, okay. So 2 is second in this run of 3. But it can't be in that column or any of these. Therefore, 2 is either here, 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 or here. It clearly can't be in this one at the end because you need a 3 after it. It also can't be in this one just before the end because, again, you need a 3 after it. So it can't be in this one, the 2, because you'd have to put 3 here for this clue, and that's impossible for this clue. So we're left with these 2, and by the same logic, lovely, it can't be here because you'd need a 4 here, and that can't be there. So 2 is only possible here in the top row. That's fascinating. So 4 has to be in one of these 2 because 4 there and there can't be first in their column. And 3, we can place 3. 3 must go here because 3 there and there can't be first in their column. Wow, there's so many 4s, 2s and 3s in these column clues. Now, what does this mean for column 8, maybe? 2 can't be here because it has to be first in that row. So there's not room to put 8 and 5 after it. So 2 is one of these 3. No, it's not the middle one because, again, 2 has to be first. So 2 is in one of those 2. 8 is below it, and a similar thing applies because there's an 8 here. 5, though, could be in any of those cells. I'm going to have to try and remember with the pencil marks that they apply to rows and columns much more than boxes in this puzzle. Now, if 2 was here... Oh, yeah, I can remove this 5, actually. Because that 5, if this was a 5, that would need 2 to be here, so you could have 2, 8, 5. And then 5 would have to be here as well. So that can't be a 5. So 5's at least limited into that box. What else can you do, though? I mean, it's just actually intriguing how much you can do. Okay, where does 2 go in row 2? Obviously not in those 3 cells where there's another 2. Now, can it possibly be in this box? No, because it needs 7, 3 after it. That's not possible anymore. So 2 is in this box, and it's not in this cell because it would have to be third in the column. So 2 is in one of those 2 cells. 7 comes after it. And 3 has to be the third of the given numbers in those 2 columns, so it can't be here. So we can place 3. 3 is here. In a 3-7-2 run like that, that's fulfilled that row in the only way possible. Now that 3 needs a 4 above it, so we can put the 4 in, get rid of the pencil marked one. That's lovely. I love the way this works together. It's so cleverly set up. It's really, really neat the way this has all worked. So we've got the top 2 rows. We've placed all the digits. Now 3 in the third row has to be in the first box. Has to be in box 1, and it can't be here because it needs a 4 and a 2 above it. So 3 is here, and we can place 1 beside it as well. So we've placed all of these 9 digits. Maybe I'll colour them off just for the sake of it. Wow, that's fascinating. I just didn't see this happening in some ways. Now, 4 in this column could be, well, it could be here. There's not many restriction on the 4, but the 2 has to be above the 3. Oh, maybe 2 in column 1 is even better. Yes, because 2 in column 1 can't be in these rows. Oh, lovely. Lovely! 2 in column 1 can't be in those rows because it would have to be the first in the row. So 2 is now restricted to box 4. It's got to be in one of those cells. But where can 3 go? 2 above that. Clearly that has to be in a run of 3 there. I'm going to mark those cells off in a colour as well, just because I can. Actually, go on, let's colour those 2 that we've already placed. Not much much else actually, but that's fine. So we've got the 3, 4, 2 placed there. Now we need a 3 in this box. More importantly, we need a 2 placed in this box because of the 2 here and here, and it's got to be above the 3. So 2 is in one of those 2 cells. 4, however, could be kind of anywhere. Oh no, it can't, because there's a 4 there. It can only be in one of those 2 in that column. 3 has to be below the 2, so it could be in one of those 2. Now, whichever 2 is here, it's third in its row. So it's either 1, 6, 2. That's not possible because there's a 1 there already. So this 7, 4, 2 can be filled in. I mean, I keep just being amazed at how this is working. It's not working in ways I expected at all. I suppose I'll get used to it now, but let's colour those off. And the 2 and the 3 are placed, and I've got 2... Oh no, I've only got 1 cell left for the 4 because it clearly can't be there in a box with another 4. So I can place the 4 there, colour that one orange, and now I've placed that 4 actually by accident. Where do 1 and 6 go? 1 has to be in this box. Can't be here because it needs a 2 before it. So it could be here or here, I think. 6 can't be here by its clue. Could be here. The 1 there, yeah, that's possible. So 6 is in one of those 2. I can't see how to tell which one yet. Oh no, obviously not this one because it would need a 1 here and there's already a 1 in the column. Right, perfect. So I can see how to tell. 6 can't be there. We can instead fill in 6 and 1, colour them off here. And we've done all the clues in columns 1, 2, 3 and rows 1, 2, 3. We've got a lovely pattern of digits forming that we're filling in. Now we can probably do some regular Sudoku. Yes, 7 and 7 gives us a 7 in the middle. Now we've got a 5, 8, 9. We've got a 5, 8, 9 triple here, but we know where 5 goes. It can't go there because it needs 6 and 2 before it. It can't go there, it needs 8 and 1 before it. 5 goes there. I can't believe this puzzle. It's so brilliantly set up. Right, 8 and 9 in those. I don't think I can tell which way round yet, but we can finish off the column with a 6 and a 1 because of the 1 in this box. That's been a very helpful one. That's really got a lot of stuff going. Now we've got a 5, 8, 9 triple up there. Can't see any way to deal with them yet. 6 down here can't be before the 1 in this row, so we can place 6. And another 8, 9, 5 triple, and no clues about them yet. And that's quite interesting. There are so many 3s, 4s and 2s in these clues outside the grid. There's not very many of other numbers like 6s and 8s, and there are no 9s at all. I love that. It's so bizarre. Right. Where does 2 go in column 4? Is that any help? Could go there. Can't go here with a 6 before it. No, it could go here. Bother. Can't go here. Can't go here. It would again need a 6 before it. Can't go here. No, it could go there. Irritating. Right, there are 3 spots where it could go in that column. So I'm probably looking at the wrong thing, but... Well, I mean, there are rows here where no number has gone in yet, so we are getting quite restricted. Oh, look, we had a 2 placed in one of those 2, and now we can resolve it. Okay, so let's take the 2 out of there, put it into this cell. That didn't help with the column, but 2 in this box has to be in one of these 2. Now I'm kind of mixing my corner marks, so 2 is one of those 3, but 2 is also one of those 2. So I'm going to have to be a little careful. Placing that 2 gives us a 5 at the end. Now 4 has to be below it. Can't be in this box. Can't be in row 5. So we can place 4 there and 3 in one of those 2 cells. So we've placed the 5 and the 4 and that 2. Let's colour them off. Now, 8 and 5 we haven't placed, and I still can't. 4, 3, 2 in this column 7, and 4's got to be here just by normal Sudoku. It's the only place in the box. Now, 3 is restricted only to one of those. 2, though, has to be below it. Can't be here. It's either here or here. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. How about this row? Column, 1, 4, 3. So maybe I'll forget the 1 for a bit. Where does the 4 go? Now it could be here, or it could be here. They're the only 2 rows without a 4 in. Oh, that's very interesting, actually. So the remaining 4s in the grid are in a kind of X-wing here. So one of them, they've both got a 3 below them. Not surprising. 3 can't be in this row, though. So one of them needs, whichever one's here, needs a 3 below it here. That means that these 2 can't be a 3. 3 must be in one of these cells. Now, in the other case, one of these 4s needs a 1 above it. In fact, yeah, but it could be this 4. Okay. How about, I don't think I'm quite asking the right questions lately. That can't be a 3. Okay, we've worked out where 3 and 2 go there. Bother. 1 has to be above the 4. 5 in this row has to be in this box because of the 5s we've already got. So 5 could be in one of those 2 cells, so that 1 can be in one of those 2, and 8 can be in one of those 2. I mean, we might fancy it's going to be here, but I can't be sure. 2, and then we've got to have a 1 after it and a 6. Don't know. No, that's tricky. We've got to get a 6 in both of these rows, and they've got to be in different boxes. I suppose it could still be 6 there, 6, 1, 2, with 8, 3, 9 here, 1, 7. That is just possible. Often in these puzzles, just possible means that's exactly what happens, but I can't see any proof of that. Now, could this be 2? If that couldn't be 2, we get a lot of good restrictions. I think it could, annoyingly. Okay, so what am I missing now? There must be something else we can pick up. 3, 2, 8 and 5? We haven't looked at those at all. 8 can't be... Oh, we have looked at those. In fact, I've narrowed them down. I can't quite demonstrate that this is either 8 or 5, because 8 could be here and 5 could be here. If I could, we'd have a 5, 8, 9 triple in the row, which would be interesting. Probably missing something by regular Sudoku. So 3 in the central box can't be in any of those cells because of these 3s. So it's got to be here. And wherever it is here, it's got to be below one of these 4s. Obviously, I suppose. Just 1. 1 can't be there because we know, yes, what we did with 8, 1, 5 in this row ensured that in this box, 1 is in one of those 2 cells. So 1 in column 5 cannot be in those. It can't be there because there's already a 1 in the row, or there. Now it could be 1 here with 4, 3 below it, or else it could be 1 here. How can we tell? I don't know. I'm going to put a 1 in the corner there because in this column, 1 is restricted to those two. I can't quite tell. Ah, this can't be 2 because of this clue where 3 has to be below 2. And 2 can't be here. So 2 in this column is restricted to those 3. Does that mean in this box? Oh no, it could still just be here or here in this box. I think it is now down to those places. Yeah, it is. Can that not be 2 in this row? It's 2 in... No, it can't, because for this 432 clue, 2 can't be... 2 has to be here or here. So within the box, that's limited. Stop that one being possible. That's not possible because of that 2. So 2 in this row is now in one of those 2 cells, and 6 comes before it. So it is restricted to this box. 6, 6. So there's a 6 in this box as well. It's not quite as helpful as I thought that was going to be. Now, which one of these 2s is right? Come on, think. It's probably not going to be this one. But I don't know why. I'm just missing one thing, I think, here, and this whole puzzle would unlock. Now, we've got 6 there. 6 in this row has to come before 2. Oh, yes, this was where we were looking at which of these boxes had a 6. And there is just a way for those 2 to be 6s. What would that do here? That would put a 6 here. No, that is possible. If that was 2, that would put a 3 here. No reason why not. What am I missing now? Sorry, you're probably seeing this and getting very annoyed with me, and I can't help that. I am trying my best, and I just can't find what will finally unlock this puzzle. 6, okay, we've placed the 2, 5. Let's do just the colouring. We've placed the 1 there. We've placed the 4 and the 3 in that row. Down here, I think we've done... Okay, we've placed that 4. 3, 3... No, we know 3's in one of these, but I don't know which one. Maybe I'm just missing some regular Sudoku. That could easily be it. So, 1 or 7... Yeah, there we go. 7. That's just got to be there because of these 7s and has been for a while. Sorry about that. Let's hope that's not the key to unlocking this. 1 now has to be in one of these 2. For this column we know it's there, but for the row it has to be in one of those 2 and up here somewhere. Maybe this is it, just regular Sudoku rules. 8, 1, 5. What is it? What am I missing here? So frustrating. Really don't want to bifurcate and kind of spoil the beauty of this puzzle. As Simon said the other day, that would be a bit like graffitiing on the Mona Lisa, which is a lovely simile. I'm sure that's going to be 8, but I can't prove it. 2, 5, 4, 6. I think there's probably a decent uniqueness argument, funnily enough. Now, 1. 1 can't be here. Okay, we know that 1's in this row and one of these 2, and then 5's here, yes. 1, 5, 2, 4. 3 in this box we've decided is in one of these cells. But we don't know much more about it. It's below 4 in both columns. So one of them down here is below this 4. So 4 and 3 must go together down here. Oh, and there you go. And if they went together there, they couldn't be separated by the 2. So the 4 and 3, yeah, what I'm saying is that wherever in this row there is a 4, because of these clues, 3 has to therefore be below it. And therefore 3 has to be directly below it, and therefore it can't happen this column, which needs a 2 in between them. So finally I can place 4 and 3 there. I'm sorry, that's taken far too long. So that means that's not the 4. We can place the 4 in this column. Now we can put the 3 there and the 2 between them. And it all just feels so obvious now, but I don't think that was really blatant. Not to me, anyway. This is a 5. So now we can place 5, 1, 8, because 5 can't be in that box. Lovely. It was an 8, as I suspected. Didn't need uniqueness. Good. This is 7 and 9 in this pair here by normal Sudoku. So 3 goes there. Let's get rid of the 3 from that corner. Does this have to be 8? No, still not. 5's in one of those two, so 5's in one of those two up there. Oh, so frustrating to have taken so long, but at least we're a bit happier now about where we're going. 4, 3, 2. I haven't placed the 2, but they're all sorted. 1, 4, 3. So the 1 is now, I think this has to be a 1. 1 has to be above 4 and 3. There's a 1 already in this box and in this row. Yeah, that's a 1. Excellent. So done that 1, 4, 3 and this 4, 2, 3. They're all colorable. And that 3. Still got a 2 to put below it, and a 2 somewhat. Obviously the 2 has to be below 4, 3, which are at the top there. So obviously the 6 has to be before the 2, 5, which are at the end. 2, 1, 6. Excellent. We can fill those in because of where we've got the 2. 1, 6. Now what did that do? That took an 8 out of here, so 8 is going in here with 5 below it. Excellent. On we go. Nearly finished, I think, now. 6 and 9 to place in this column. How did I put a 7, 9 pair in there with a given 7 in the grid from the beginning? Very sad. Got to keep paying attention. 6 is here because we know it's in this row. Get rid of that 6. 5, 4. 3 has to be below the 4, so, and that can't be a 3 anymore. So 3 is now here. So we'll colour that as well, because we might as well finish off the colouring. 8, 1, 5 are all placed. So the only pair that we've got left to place is 6 and 2. Get away in this row. 2 can't be there anymore. Excellent. So 2 goes here. Can't really place. I mean, all the rest of the placing things are just automatic. So we're just going to have to solve this by Sudoku now. So that's a 7. 6 goes there. We've got rid of 8 from that pair. So we know 8's down here. Can take 8 out of that. 7, 4, 2, 3, 6, 5. No, can't finish that yet. Let's look at the columns. 2, 1, 5, 4, 3. I'm sure you are spotting things before I do now, and that's your absolute right. Let's get rid of that 2. Put 6 in one of those 2. Look, that's the lot. There you go. You've been spotting that. 9th cell in its box. 5, 1, 9 to go. No, I can't see it. 3, 6, 7, 4. One of those is 5. One of those is 1. Pencil mark that already. Wow, what am I still missing? Okay, 7 and 6 here. That's what I'm missing. There we go. They go in. 8 and 9 are a pair there. That's done the 6. Now we can do the last pair in column 5. That resolves row 5. 8, 2, 5. One of those is 2. This is now the only 2 in the box, isn't it? 2, 2. Yes, that's got to be 2. We can place 5 there. And 1 and 7. Get the 9 in. This is 8 and 1. Okay, we've had a few lapses, or slownesses at least, along the way. But we are now finishing. What a lovely puzzle. I really like the way that that all played together. As I said at the beginning, I can hardly believe that it's possible to make that work as a puzzle type. I'm really impressed by the construction, that enough clues can be provided with 1 given and three ordered items in each row and column. So there we go. Let's just colour these cells to finish off the colouring. Lovely puzzle. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sure if you plugged away at that, you were able to solve it yourself. It's a really neat puzzle. Thanks to Mesmer for creating it. Really impressive creation. I mean, as I've said just now, can't believe it was doable. That's really clever. And a very nice solve. Most enjoyable. So thanks very much for sticking with us on Cracking the Cryptic. I really hope that you tune in for more of our videos. Tomorrow we've got excellent stuff on Patreon at the moment. We've posted 3 new things there in the last 2 days. And somewhere there's a Discord server being set up in for fans of the channel. I haven't actually been there yet, but I think I might go and check it out now. Thanks very much for watching, and hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.